Thank you all for joining us. We're sitting here with Jilly Sewell. She's a triple threat. She's a singer, songwriter, keyboardist. Is there anything else in that pedigree that I'm missing?
No, I think that's it.
Mom?
Well, I'm learning the guitar, so.
Oh,
yeah.
That's awesome. I'm excited for that. I feel like I always try to pick it up. No dice.
It's kind of hard. I mean, like, I get the chords, but, like, the plucking and the strumming, I feel like I still sound like not very good. But
so how long have you been playing the keyboard or the piano?
So my mom is a piano teacher.
Oh.
So I started taking piano lessons when I was 5, I think, and I just kind of did it my whole life. It was like growing up, we had to be doing piano if we wanted to do any other extracurricular activities.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's really cool. I bet you're like, thanks, Mom. Look at what's going on now. So
yeah.
That's awesome. So Jilly Sewell, I think it's actually kind of funny because my sister-in-law, she tagged me in one of your videos a few months ago, and she said, you've got to make sure to like stop in Arizona to check out this girl. She's amazing. And I was like, okay, well, we're not planning to be there. But I came to find out today that you guys actually worked together.
Yeah.
Like a decade ago.
Yeah.
At the MTC.
Uh-huh. Yeah, believe it or not, I was a security guard. So.
Shout out to Melissa, my sister-in-law. She's amazing.
She's great.
And I'm so glad that she pointed you out because I go back to your videos all the time and I'm like, I just need to pick me up. It's truly.
That's so sweet.
It's just you have such a happy, like refreshing voice. And but not only do we have that connection, found out yesterday, again, just all in the last 24 hours, all these things are coming out. We posted a Insta story from our Jumper Cable account.
Yeah. And
it was in front of a mural by our friend Brant Woods. And he's got all these murals up in Safford, Arizona. And you responded and you're like, how do you know Brant? That's where I'm from. But he's the guy who did our logo. And
that is so
the
cool.
jumper cables and the guitar pick, that's all Brant Woods.
I had no idea.
Yes. So he designed our logo and you have known him.
Yeah, I went to the same high school with him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Small world.
For reals, though.
Small world. Anyway, I'm just super
and then
excited.
we just found out that you were in my husband's grandpa's ward.
Yes. We went to church together back in Bend, Oregon. Like how this happens, I don't know, but I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
So Larry, Trish, Brant, Melissa.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. The stars aligned for this. Of these 3, who would you do carpool karaoke with? Okay, ready?
Okay.
Miranda Lambert, Nick Jonas, or Olivia Rodrigo?
Probably Miranda Lambert.
Why is that?
I'm a country girl.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I just think that would be really cool to sing with her.
Well, you were saying that you're learning guitar. That's what I pictured. I was like, oh, she's real Miranda style. Do you think you would sing Miranda songs or? I don't know.
I feel like, maybe I could sing like one of her songs with her and then maybe sing a song for her.
Oh, serenade her.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
If she wants me to.
Well, who wouldn't?
We'll see.
Honestly.
Probably the first one that comes to mind is Adele.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess that's kind of.
Holy cow. She's a powerhouse. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly can't sing all of her songs, but
you've crushed it.
Thank you. I just really love the way she writes. I feel like all of her songs are really like raw and honest, and you can just like feel the emotion when she sings and when she writes, and so I just feel like I really resonate with that.
Absolutely.
So,
well, you just made me think of another question that's not even on here, but what kind of style or genre do you feel like your music is evolving into as you write new songs?
Yeah.
Is it country?
It's country pop, I'd say.
Yeah.
When I first started doing music, I was like, so I grew up in Thatcher, Arizona, which is, you've been there. It's like, there's nothing there.
It's adorable.
It's cute, but like, and you know, there's a lot of hicks there, I guess you could say. But I don't know. I just like, I moved away and I was like, no, I don't like country music. Like, I'm not going to do country. But like, literally, people always tell me like I have this little twang in my voice.
You do.
And
they're
so,
right.
like, I took a little break from music. I think I told you that. I went on a mission. I got married, had babies, and then I'm like, what the heck? What am I doing? Like, I love music. It needs to be a part of my life. Yeah. Like, I don't feel complete without it. And so I've been getting back into it, and I was like, why have I been resisting country? Because I don't know. It's
your roots.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, and I love, like, I think one of the things that I really love about country is kind of the same reason why I like Adele. Most of it is just like raw and honest and not just like foo-foo, you know? And you can just talk about real life and talk about God and, you know, all those things. And
exactly that.
And that's why I think I really have been drawn more to country. So, but I still love my pop music too. So that's kind of,
So full of transparency, we're sitting in a conference room. We both have kids outside these doors. And, you know, as we've traveled the last 5 weeks, I personally find that having the creative space and time to work is essentially non-existent. So
you say that again.
Yes. Not to ask the cliche question. I know that people are always like, work-life balance, you know, with the moms. I've asked dads this too, though. But how do you do it? At this point, like, for us, I'm not sure we're going to make it. So how do you do it?
It's really hard, and I would say that I am still trying to figure it out. I don't know that there's necessarily a balance. I always say that word weird, balance. But I couldn't do it without my husband. Like, he watches the kids so that I can practice. He watches the kids so that I can write. And sometimes I have to practice, and it's like Henry, he's almost 3. He loves music, and a lot of times when I'm practicing, he'll come in and be like, Mom, I want to sing. And so I've started doing this where I'm like, okay, we'll play a song, and then Mommy's going to play a song. And then we'll play a song, we'll play a Henry song, and then Mommy's going to play a song.
That's fantastic.
And so it used to be really frustrating for me at first because I'm like, I just need to practice. Like, he won't leave me alone. Full transparency.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, it's like, now I'm like, okay, this is like an opportunity for me to show him how much I love music and for him to grow to love it too, and like also get my practicing in. And also I'm like, I tell my husband, but I also need my time alone to practice too, you know? I don't really love practicing. So this is kind of like my strategy.
Okay.
When I was 20, I did like lounge singing at the Montage up in Park City. I don't know if you've heard of.
Yeah.
So
I've never been, but that's really cool.
It's really cool. Justin Bieber goes there, so
well, there you go.
It's okay, I guess. But so I did that. I got my first gig doing that when I was 20, and then I literally left on my mission like 5 months after that. I was starting to just like really get into the music and stuff, and then, you know, they changed the church changed the age for when we could go serve missions, and I felt like I needed to go do that, and I was like, what the heck, like, no, like I just got like one of the best gigs I could get, you know? Like, this is like my dream. This is what I've been working. Like, I graduated high school. I moved to Utah literally like 2 weeks after I graduated high school. Had like $400 to my name. And it was rough. Like, it was so hard. But I knew that I wanted to do music. And so, I got that gig. And then Heavenly Father's like, you need to serve a mission. And I'm like, okay, cool. So
cool. I'll do that. Yes.
I served a mission. I went to New England. I was in like Maine and Vermont, and I actually really, it was a great experience because I was given the opportunity to share my my talents with people and to bear my testimony of Jesus Christ through song. And so it ended up being a really great experience. But when I got back, I couldn't get any gigs.
Not the same, yeah.
And I was in this weird like headspace with music, and it was really hard. And then I met Niall, and then we got married, and I like tried getting back into music so many times, and it was so hard for me. And I realized, I'm like, okay, what about like singing at the Montage? What did I love so much about it? And I was being paid pretty much to practice.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I hate practice. Like, I'm full transparency.
Yeah.
I hate practicing. Like,
I get it.
Sitting in a room by myself and practicing, like, it's, I don't know, maybe some people like it, but.
I don't know. I think maybe it might be something with our generation and the way that we had, like, homework assigned.
Yeah.
And, like, the busy work type of things. That's what practice feels like.
Yeah.
Even if it's beneficial to us.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like, it's so hard for me to get the motivation to do it. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to practice enough so that I can get like back to where I need to be so I can get gigs, and then I can just get paid to practice.
Right.
And so if you want me to sing at your wedding, this is just a little plug for myself. Yeah. Send me a DM.
Yes.
But I just started getting gigs singing at restaurants in Scottsdale.
Fun.
And I'll get paid for it, which I'm so excited. And I literally just sit there and play the piano and sing for like 2 hours. And it's great.
That's incredible. It's always shocking when you get paid for doing what you love.
Yeah.
I bet every single one of our mama musicians who are listening, they're like, they got their hands up, they're like, preach. Like, that's how it feels.
Yeah.
It really feels like an uphill, just life happens.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you have learned along the way, though, with, feeling like you got set back? I mean, serving your mission was a huge blessing, and you saw a lot of things come from that. But getting back, there must have been a little bit of a reality check for you. Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you've learned that you want to share with other mom musicians who are like feeling in that funk and they're trying to get out of it?
Oh, man.
It was a big question.
I have so much to say because why do I want to cry? I don't know.
You can.
Literally, so since when I moved to Utah, I, moved to Utah so that I could do music. But my two biggest dreams in life was to be a mom and to be a musician. Like, that's what I wanted to do. And literally up until this year, it's been this like tug of war. Like, I can't be a mom if I'm going to be a musician. I can't be a musician if I'm a mom, and like just telling myself these stories of like, I can't do both. And finally I was just like, yes, I can.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Like, no one's telling me that I can't except me.
Right.
I can do it. It's not going to be easy, and it's not always going to be like perfect, and everything's not going to look like, it's not going to be conventional. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I've had to get used to that. Like, I can't sit down for an hour and just like practice, and Henry's going to, sit on the ground and play with his toys for an hour perfectly. Right. So like, I don't know, I think I had this picture in my head, and so I just was like, I can't do it. But I realized that I am such a better person and human and happier when I'm doing when I'm doing what like sets my heart on fire. And yeah, it's not easy, but it is like, it's worth it.
Now it's time for our shout out segment. Is there anyone we want to say hi to tonight?
I mean, Trish.
Hi, Trish.
I know she'll probably listen to this, but truly Trish has been such a blessing in my life.
She's an angel.
Yeah. I guess my mom and dad, my family, and yeah. Who do you usually shout out to?
You know, we've had a range of things. From God to voice coaches, family, photographers.
I mean, my husband, like I said,
he's cool, yeah.
I couldn't do this without him. He's currently in the other room with my 2 babies. One of them he's kind of sick. He's been sick today, so just real life. But he's, he didn't even bat an eye when I said, hey, we really still want to do this. So
yeah, he's your partner.
Yeah.
Niall.
Yep.
Awesome. Shout out to Niall. Well, thank you so much, Jilly, for sitting down with me and talking mom stuff with me.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.